of a web series and soon-to-be network television series about a venture capitalist that decides to sell his ideas to the world and make a lot of money, making everything make sense. It's a joke. I'm a very talented, eccentric artist, and this joke is called #Revolution for Sale. It's funny, but you're not going to get it right now because it's like,
I haven't seen the web series.
Yeah, like it's part of a whole web series that's, you know.
But I mean, how does that relate to today? So what happened exactly when he called the police? What did he say?
I don't know. I wasn't there. I was working on my show.
And the police showed up.
Yeah, and they were pretty bargy.
Was your roommate in the house at the time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I made it clear that I did not want them present while I was speaking to the police because I knew they were inane children, incapable of thinking in legal terms.
Who? The
roommate and the girlfriend that made this false complaint.
Yeah. What was the complaint then?
I don't know. That's like, it's a bullshit complaint, and if you can't figure that out, I'm gonna have to think that you're an idiot.
Well, it's not a very nice thing to say.
I know. Doesn't change the fact of the situation, does it? You should be able to recognize that sometimes people have an other interest other than my health to get me locked up here and discredited. Are you stupid?
No.
Okay. So obviously, a high-level player like myself, a lawyer and an esquire of the law and a venture capitalist, is a threat to the wider community. And that's fine, but we're sponsored by companies like TechSavvy. And I don't know if you know this, but TechSavvy is the only internet service provider in Canada that has a team of hackers at their disposal that can actually protect your privacy online. Because the big telecom companies can't do that. And you know who else my show is brought to you by? Tangerine Bank. Tangerine Bank is Canada's best bank. And you know why Tangerine Bank is Canada's best bank?
No.
It is because they aren't the type of crooks that are going to make you pay them to hold your money. Also, special marketing considerations brought to you in relation to the Starbucks Corporation. Did I mention they have herbal tea? It's delicious. Maybe this would be a more healthy conversation for you and I to have Hack Dr. Quack at a Starbucks location. Wouldn't you agree?
Well, I mean, I have some questions to ask, right?
Sure.
What happened today?
Write down your questions. Excuse me. Write down your questions. Go outside, think for a minute, write down your questions, and then come back to me with your questions. Because right now, you're just doing a bunch of weird voodoo magic shtick that has nothing to do with law or legal terms. And as an expert in admiralty tort case law, I have to inform you that this conversation is being recorded.
Okay.
Good.
Sure. Okay, so I guess you want to end the interview then.
I just don't want to be here.
Okay, I understand that, but I mean, we have to speak at some point, so we can...
So say what you will.
Well, I understand that when the police arrived at your house, you felt...
Uncomfortable? Yeah, you would too.
And you're holding knives to...
No, that's a misreport of the information.
And you had the knife on your belt, in a sheath on your belt.
Now, did you hear him use the word sheath?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what a sheath is?
Right, and...
Hold on. Do you know what a sheath is?
Yeah.
Thomas, just...
No. This is patient doctor.
Yeah.
You're an observer and silent.
The way you're behaving right now is not appropriate.
This is
not
legal.
Respectful. Right?
This is legal.
Well, yeah, and this isn't about legality, it's about respect and about appropriate interactions. So tell me more about that. You had a knife in a sheath.
Yeah, and it was on display publicly to act as a deterrent towards any violence against myself.
Who did you feel could be violent towards you?
How the fuck should I know?
Well, I mean,
how is that an even slightly rational question? Like, are you insane?
You had a knife on your belt, so...
Have you ever been a Boy Scout, son? No. I have a knife badge. I got my Chief Scout Award. Don't come at me with your stupid urbanite bullshit. I'm a country boy.
Okay, so we're going to have to put this interview on hold. Like I said, there's a certain way of interacting.
What you're going to do is you're going to leave this room, you're going to take a minute and think, you're going to reassess, and then you're going to sit down and try and have a real conversation with me like an adult of sound mind.
Yeah,
Is that fair?
I agree with you. I think in the meantime it'd be a good idea though. You seem to be...
You don't know anything about psychology or what you're claiming to try and talk about.
Well, I do know that you seem very angry.
Yeah, you would be too if it happened to you.
Yeah. So I think before we continue with the interview, I don't want to irritate you any further. So
I'm not irritated.
I now have Francis nurse bring you some medication.
I reject the medication. I reject the medication wholly, and you must know that as a doctor.
Mm-hmm.
Because Haldol causes Parkinson's disease. And you know that.
Well, this medication isn't Haldol. This medication is loxapine. And
I don't want it. I object to it. So, continue your questioning, please.
Okay, well, you know, you're gonna need the medication right now, right? It's if you're not able to have a respectful conversation in which I don't feel like I'm potentially at risk of, you know, you exploding.
What do you mean explode?
Well, you seem to be very irritated right now, right? You kind of seem...
No, I'm not irritated.
No?
I'm eating a sandwich and drinking milk.
Okay, so why don't we try this again a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay, and see how things go.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay, great.
Treat me like an adult next time, okay?
I am treating you like an adult.
Treat me like one with an IQ of 148. As I'm sure you heard in this recording, that guy is an absolute moron that knows nothing about the law, nothing about medicine, and the fact that the Ontario College of Physicians and Doctors is even resisting slightly the proposition of severing the licenses and relationships with the practices of psychiatry is part of why this story is so crucial to being told. Part of understanding the fascism of Canada is understanding that your mind is totally controlled. Now, I wanted to write about all of this in my second book, A Busker's Metaphysical Chess Match Against the Forces of Evil which are presently controlling your mind. Also, known as Keep Laughing Assholes. Now, my first book, if you're unaware, can be found on, I don't know, one of those platforms, one of those free ebook sites. It's not the best copy, but I put it out there purposely shitty, but I do own the copyright on it. A walk through the Mormon paradox into the New Age quantum shift of the interconnected consciousness throughout the parallel universes, galaxies, and vast reaches of the cosmos. As you might be aware, that is a really cool book title. So, this is Thomas C. Zogg, Esquire of Law. I'm going to have to sign off now, and I might be medically tortured by the Canadian state. This video documentation serves as evidence as such to be presented before the International Criminal Court in the United Nations in legal proceedings to assert and protect the legal rights of all Canadians to honor and uphold and sustain what is now hereby officially known as Admiral Zogg's Admiralty Law, quote-unquote Zogg's Admiralty Law. Please study case tort reference files presented with social media, smart marketing, and as always, remember, the great companies stand behind great people like Nikola Tesla. Bye for now, and thanks for watching.